Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are here on a brand new mod pack called Regrowth. Now, a couple things you need to know about this one. This is an alpha mod pack, okay? So it's still in production. He will be adding the person who's responsible for this one will be adding stuff to it. So if you do come and try this pack out, make sure that you don't go back on the forums and post it's crap because it's bugged and all this stuff. It's just if you find a bug or any kind of thing like that, just go on the forums, post what the bug is, and so he can fix it. So just putting that out there. It is an alpha pack, and it will be changing throughout the process, and I will be looking at it through the entire process because I'm curious on how it's going to get developed. So I started on this screen because this is the screen you start onto when you actually load the game up or load the pack up for the first time. And you can disable this screen from showing by going into the config file if you know how to do that. If not, just all you have to do is click continue. It only does it when you first load the mod pack up. So welcome to Regrowth. Warning, many recipes are changed from what you might expect to be the norm. Read the quest book carefully and check any eye for recipes. This pack also disables vanilla farming. Also, guys, it also changes vanilla tools. You cannot use vanilla tools for any kind of thing. Vanilla tools will not break anything in the pack. So just FYI. Crops must be placed in crop sticks. Starting in an ocean biome is not recommended as many early game resources do not spawn there. This pack is a WIP alpha version and is not everything completely playable yet. So that's that. So I wanted to show you guys that at the beginning. So you know this is an alpha pack. See right here, it says alpha. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna make another world. And hopefully we luck out like we did the past two that I've done so far. I've been trying to work with it and getting the lag down. So I think I've pretty much got the lag down to where I can actually record this thing. This will be a showcase, so I will be doing I will be setting the spawn to not the spawn, but the night today in this thing, just so I can show you the stuff that I need to show you. Don't do that when you're playing through it. Don't do that. And when I start my LP tomorrow, I will not be doing that at all. So just letting you guys know that. And I don't know if the bonus chest is authorized or not. I don't know if he's changed it to where there's actual supplies in it that you need. I'm going to test that off camera, and then if it's not, then I'll let him know that he needs to change that too, or she. Oh, the person's name that made this pack is the Phoenix Lodge. That's the developer's name. And and he has a thread. I'll link the thread in my description down below. You can go see him and look up his page and all that stuff. So we hit create. It does take a few minutes to load, so just be mindful of that, guys. It's not going to load instantaneously. Of course, with most mod packs nowadays, it takes a while to load anyway. This will be my series that is replacing Crash Landing. Crash Landing is not in development anymore, and Crash Landing 2 is not going to come out till probably 1.8 because he's already working on one for 1.7.10. So first off, you want to go ahead and hit F3 and make sure that you are in Wasteland and not an ocean biome. You just don't want to be in ocean biome at all. Okay? Okay, second, you got some books here. When you open your inventory, you get any kind of achievements, you'll set off fireworks and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. That's what that is. We're going to put these up here and we're going to move this over. So there we go. Also, I'm going to go in here and change my settings. I don't know what keeps doing it. The fireworks are loud. Let's take this down to where I usually like them to be. Friendly ones all the way down. Blocks down. Weather, definitely. There we go. So, okay, so I'm going to show you the starting quest and the starting opening of the quest book, and then I'm going to tell you what I think that you should do when you start out, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and do this.
You've awoken from slumber once more, but this time things seem a little different. The world itself appears dead around you. A wasteland stretching off into the distance, dotted by the skeletons of trees, accompanied only by gray boulders. Even more curiously, the earth seems barren. Try as you might, you cannot find a single deposit of minerals underground, leaving you to wonder what to make of this world. As you look around, you start to think about what it will take to survive here and how you might try and help the world recover.
Okay, so that's the opening. I love this intro. The voice for the intro, I love that. I don't know if that's that guy's voice or if it's Phoenix's voice or not, but I love it. So we're going to click the show quest and go here. And now there's a bunch more down here to do, but we're going to do these first. We'll unlock those. It'll unlock when you come. Now I'm only going to do this first starting quest and probably this one to show you what I think you should do to start out with and to show off the pack a little bit. Now the first quest you have over here is Ender. Your first objective is to kill an Enderman. You're probably not going to be able to do that right off the bat, so you can probably just skip that one for now. If one does spawn, you might be able to hit it and jump in water and swim away, or or maybe find one that's popping around while it's raining. You can hit it. So other than that, you're probably going to have to wait on that one. And then this one, let's try punching things. This desolate world seems littered with these dead trees and these gray boulders of slate. You think you may be able to salvage some materials from them with your bare hands. On closer inspection, the small stumpy dead trees seem to have been burnt to charcoal. Okay, so that's your quest. I don't want you to do that yet. I want you to find a close spot of this slate right here will do. And I want you to go ahead and mine up 3 of them. Okay. And then I want you to go ahead and find 1 block of wood. Should do. No. So when you break these, you have a chance of getting sticks and dead wood. Now, the dead wood, I'm going to show you, can be used as regular planks. Okay? You can't get regular planks at the start of this game. Okay? You have to go through a process to get the regular planks, and you can't get them from the start. So don't be expecting to get planks. And these cannot be used for every recipe, but most of the recipes you can use the dead wood for. But this is how you get a crafting bench. Okay, so you can't make a crafting bench, which means you can't actually make any of the Tinkerer's tools to start out with using the Tinkerer's stations. Okay, so there's a special process you have to go through to get the Tinkerer's tools, the starting Tinkerer's tools anyway. Okay, so you have to use dead wood and then a hatchet beside that to get a crafting table. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So you can't just make the crafting thing until it doesn't work. Let me show you. See right here? Nothing. Okay? Doesn't work. We can get sticks though. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the first thing I think you should do is to make your starting tools. Okay? Now, You cannot make the regular tools. Let me show you that. Let's go to X here. X. And if you look up these, see, cannot mine anything. Can only be used for crafting. Okay, so none of the normal tools, and look at here, steel. Okay, it tells you. Okay, so you have to use tinkerers. All right, so he's made it to where you can make some of the flint tools to start out with, tinkerers tools to start out with, without using the benches or the stations. So you make that. That's this recipe here makes the axe. Okay, 3 like that, and then this one makes the shovel. So make the shovel, and then if you put one stick on top of the other one, that makes a tool rod. Okay, and if you put these two together like this in here, that makes the flintmatic. Okay, now the reason you want to go ahead and do this first, I'm gonna move this one. It doesn't matter. Is it'll help you gather resources a whole lot faster, because guys, this is one of those packs that where you don't want to be out here at night whatsoever. Okay, so you want to just get your resources and go. You also want to be looking as you're going around for any kind of dirt or stone or sand, and you want to go ahead and gather that when you see it. All right, because you need 32 of each for the next quest. Okay, we're going to do this. There we go. Okay. Also, I'll do it. I won't do it on this one. We'll do it on the next one. So this right here is what's called burnt wood, and when you hit this, it will turn into ash and charcoal. So that's how you get the charcoal. Okay, and they're usually all together like that. So when you're walking around, you need to go ahead and just take these 2-3 stump things in the immediate area. So this should be enough to do that one quest. So that's all we wanted to get together enough for that one quest. And it's a detection quest. You just gotta have it in your inventory, and that gives you just a wow, that's loud. That gives you just a little bit of wood. Food. So that's cool, and it unlocks these two. Now the next one we want to do is this one, but I want to show you the seeds one, okay? Because I'm not going to be, it'll take you a while to do this one probably, and the one I had the most trouble finding is the pasture seed, guys. So if you get that first, you're good to go, okay? So what you do, let's go ahead and put all this up here, and I will go ahead and make some torches. It's always good to have some torches around, okay? And this does work on the slate too, guys. And you want to keep a bunch of this flint on you as much as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's find this grass. There's 2 different kinds of grass. There's this kind right here, and you just left click on it, and he's changed the recipe in the system to where the drop rates in the system to where it only drops the specific stuff that he says in that list. Okay, and I'm not sure if it drops anything but that, but as you can see, that's how you gather the stuff up. They're sweet. I needed this. Oh, this is just regular water. It just looks like this when you're in this biome, guys. Okay, so you definitely want to get this whenever possible. It's going to make me get stuck right here, isn't it? Come on, come on. Okay, so the other tools, the flint recipe is this. It gives you the flint. And you already seen the shovel. And I made one already, so, and I need another axe. Why did I do that? There we go. He put the axe in the recipe. I guess it's just so you would know how to make the axe. You don't need the axe if you have the matic. The matic's the only tool you need for most of the stuff you do. It's a universal tool, and you can use it to attack with, so that's pretty good. So I don't know about having that in that quest. The binding is like this. And of course, you've seen the tool rod recipe. I need 3 though. You can just use the stick in here. It will work, but for the quest, it's getting dark. For the quest, you're required to make the tools. See, so you need to make 4 wooden tool rods for the quest. So just go ahead and make them, even if you don't use them. And then you put that here, and that gives you the pick. And I can switch these around to where I like them. The axe and the shovel, and that's your starting tools. So stop that. Actually, that's better anyway. Okay. So that's that, and then that will complete this. Now, when you get this completed, you get the flint sword here, and then you get an option for these 3. Now, my suggestion to you is to pick the bone one, okay? Now, you can pick any one of these you want, but I'll tell you why. Some of the mods in these mod packs actually have armor on, and if you use this, just to show you, the regular stick works, see? If you use this, then when you attack regular enemies, you can use this one. And then when you attack armored enemies, you can use the Reaper, and the Reaper will ignore their armor. So you'll do more damage with this than you would with any other kind of weapon. So that's why I'm saying go ahead and get that one, that handle. The Flintmatic, I think, does about the same, or if not more, than the sword. So now you can gather this and get as much as this you can, and your starting house will probably be built out of this stuff. I suggest digging down into the earth and building your base down into the earth, or finding a cave. Now I'm going to clear out a little spot right here because this is perfect, and I want to go ahead and show this to you. You cannot do any vanilla farming, okay? So if I had a seed and I tried to right click here, it wouldn't go in here. What you need to do is you need to make some of these. These are what to call crops. Now crops are from the Regrowth mod. I need 2 of them to show you what I'm going to show you. And you're going to want to place them like this. Oh, no, get out of there. Like this. And when you put a seed here and it grows up, it'll spread to these other 2 slots. Okay. Now Regrowth has a device in there that if you scan the seed first, when it spreads, there's a chance that it will become a better seed as it grows. So say this is a 111, then this one might be a 222 or a 211 or something like that. Your objective is to grow the most powerful seed. I think the max is 10, 10, 10. So you want to take this seed out. Once you scan this one, you want to take that and scan the seed and then plant it here and then redo this so that you're always getting better seeds. Okay? And that way you max your seed out. And what that does is when you harvest this stuff by right clicking on it, the higher the rating is in Regrowth, the more resources you get out of that seed. And that does work with, that does work with the magical crop seeds too, as I'm told. This is how you do the magical crop seeds too, and you can't upgrade them to where they're 10, 10, 10 and they produce more. So that's awesome. So that's basically the basics, guys. It's the mod pack. The whole world is like this. There's no resources in the ground. There are stone. There's some sand. You definitely want to grab some of the sand so you can make some glass if you need glass for a recipe. I think you do. You do need about 32 dirt when you start out. You want to go ahead and get all the dirt you can. And definitely find a cave somewhere. Some more dirt. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Let's see if we can find a cave nearby. Nope, it's not. if you can find one of those caves like I like in regular Minecraft that has like the water in front of it, and then you have like it's like covered up, so it's like a cave with water in it. Those are the best types of starting caves, especially for these types of mod packs. Here we go. This is a pretty good one. Lots of stone, plenty of dirt. This would be a perfect spot for you to have for a base. You might want to close this off because you don't want mobs wandering in on you. But you just dig in. Like so. And you might be able to dig down. Also, make sure you close it off like that, guys. And there is a mod in here when you attack zombies. And I think my son said skeletons. But I know it happens to zombies. I attacked a zombie and his head came off and started attacking me. When it hit me, it gave me hunger. Alright? So be careful when you're attacking the mobs. Don't get surprised. And there's probably more surprises, and I don't want to go into all the details because I want you guys to do it for yourselves. Do our usual corner thing. And this is the mod pack. It's called Regrowth. You can get it on the FTB launcher. I don't know if it's on the AT launcher or not. I know it's on the FTB launcher. We're going to take these out. I'm just doing random stuff now. That's the basics you need. If you do this, you get started real good, and you'll get you a good head start. Definitely collect all the resources that you find at the start. Not resources is in stone, dirt, sand. Definitely gather as much of it as you can. You're going to want to grow. You're going to be growing your resources. So you're going to be using magical crops to grow most of your resources. As far as I know, that's the way it is. So you're going to need a lot of dirt. So when you find it, get it. You basically want to do your 8x8 farms, and you want one farm where you just use to upgrade your seeds and do your crossbreeding, which I don't know if I showed you crossbreeding. Anyway, crossbreeding. If you have your thing like this, if you plant another seed right here, I see you, creeper. Hey. If you plant another seed right here, then there's a chance that it'll grow. Both this seed and this seed will grow into this slot here, and that's how you get some of the other seeds, because there's not all the seeds you can get out in the world. You have to crossbreed them to get them. So just so you be mindful of that. So you have to do the agricraft in order to get most of your seed. Hello, dude. You're ruining my intro here. Thanks for the stone. So anyway, guys, I think that about covers it. If you like this mod pack, go on to the FTB forums. I'll post a link in the description. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. You come check them out and see if you like them. If you do like this episode and want to share it with your friends and hopefully play the game with them in this, there's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media at. And I will see you guys on the next episode. The next episode will be episode 2. And we will start again, and we will do this from the beginning. No cheaty stuff like that. We won't be resetting the time of the day or anything like that. We will be using keep inventory and stuff, but you know how I play. And I'll see you guys later.